Hi, everyone, and welcome to the second Mastermind highlight interview. I am so excited to speak with our guest, Stefanie Johnson from SwaptIt. And I'm really excited for her to tell you guys more about what she does and also how the Masterminds has helped her in her business. So, Stefanie, tell us a little bit more about you. If you could go ahead and please introduce yourself to our guests.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Stefanie Johnson, and I am the owner-founder of SwaptIt, where we help women feel happy in their clothing. We take our stylists, what you already have in your closet, and new-to-you clothing that we provide, and create outfits that make you feel and look amazing to really just help you conquer your day and take all of that pressure and stress about what to wear off your plate. And so that's what we do. And I kind of got started in it because I was struggling a lot with my wardrobe and what I was wearing. I was moving up in my career and being seen more and being photographed more and all these things where my outfits felt like they mattered more and I didn't know what to do. And I worked with a stylist and she wanted a ton of money and to buy a lot of new things and throw out everything I had. And I just knew that I could do it better. And so I am. That's basically it.
I love that. Thank you so much for that intro. And yeah, I really love the concept of Stefanie's store. It's such a new and fresh idea to styling people. So yeah, I'm excited to dive even deeper into this with you. So just first off, Stefanie, can you tell us what was the best thing about joining the Masterminds for you?
Well, I mean, there was a lot of great things. I mean, basically the best thing was that it hit what I was expecting. It hit what I wanted to get out of it, which was networking, goal setting, new ideas, brainstorming, and then also some things that I didn't expect to get, like tools that I could use on my own. Like I was also really looking for hand holding. But then even beyond hand-holding now on my own, I'm like, oh, wait, I can like do this thing on my own that we did in our group. And so I guess the best part was that it exceeded my expectations and goals for the group.
I love that. That's awesome. And then if you could also tell us, like, what was an unexpected result of the mastermind? Like this, you just said that it exceeded your expectation, but then what was sort of like that unexpected thing? Was it just that, like, now all of a sudden it's empowered you to help you to do what you want, even without the group, or was there anything else?
I mean, I think the unexpected piece for me was the really well-rounded part of it. And it wasn't even necessarily what I was looking for, but my whole life basically like has changed. I mean, I'm like journaling now, I'm eating different, I'm thinking about things differently, I'm letting things flow to me. And like anyone that knows me from 2 years ago would be like, whoa, that does not sound like Stefanie at all. And that really came from the group and the other women and the things that we talk about and the resources that you provided.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear. That's what a like great little compliment there. Thank you for the fact that it really does touch your entire life, right? Which is what I love about the masterminds as well. It's like everybody comes in from all these different industries, and as a result, everybody learns something new that they can adapt, but just from learning from the other women's businesses or just thinking about business in a whole new way, right? So that's so great that that has happened for you, and I'm so happy to hear that. So would you recommend the masterminds to people, and why?
I mean, I would definitely recommend it. And why is, I mean, for all the reasons that were said, and also it's just like a great starting off point. I mean, right now, like I'm just sitting alone in my basement, and like sometimes you don't just want to be like sitting alone. And so I get excited for the calls to like talk to people. Um, yeah, I wish I could be way more specific right now, but I can't. Like, it's too many overwhelming like feelings and good things that have happened through the group.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. That works. Thank you for sharing that. And then, Stefanie, how do I know that I need a stylist? Or how do you, if someone comes to you is like, well, why would I need a stylist? Like, how do I know that I need one?
Right. So this is the biggest thing. And this is probably a really big challenge for people joining a mastermind group as well, is like, how do I know that I need it? How do I accept and ask for that help?
Yeah.
And so I think with needing a stylist, it's like, are you stressed in the morning when you're getting dressed? Is going shopping a really big hassle for you and a big headache because it's overwhelming, because you don't want to spend the money, because it's not really fruitful for you? I mean, it does, like, if you think about your closet right now, does it feel out of control? And then that's sort of like all the practical pieces. And then there's the whole set of like internal personal pieces of like, am I, to steal Sheryl Sandberg, like, am I leaning in? And if I'm not, is it because I don't feel comfortable with myself? Because I'm not presenting myself on the outside like I feel on the inside? And all those like kind of nagging insecurities and, like the cool girls in high school coming up in your head at like the worst moments. And so if you are on either side or both sides of that spectrum, thinking about getting help with your style is something I would strongly suggest. It makes a huge difference that you can't even imagine. Like, I can't even explain that moment when a woman walks out feeling as amazing as she does in her new clothes.
Yeah, and that's definitely something that you are providing for people, right? Like all of those wonderful reviews that you keep getting from people about how easy it now is for them to get dressed, and they're so happy that they accepted the help from you. Now, that actually brings me to the question for you then, like, how did you manage to accept and realize that I need a mastermind?
Yeah, so
That asking for help thing, right? Us as women, we're so bad at doing it. We need to get everything done by ourselves. So what helped you to overcome that hurdle?
Well, I think one of my biggest motivators was that I'm from Massachusetts originally, but I've been living in Manhattan for the past like 10 years. I moved back to Massachusetts and my network's not really here. And I was like going out on my own. And I was kind of like, okay, where am I finding this network? Like, who are these people? And that's, that was the big motivator for me, I think, is the network of women. Because something I found out really quickly in my entrepreneurial journal is that I don't know how to say this nicely, but there are a lot of people that think that they run and own like a business. And then there are the women that like actually do. And I was kind of getting tired of the people that think that they do. And I wanted to jump into the women that actually like are making change and making things happen. And I knew that no one was going to invest their time, money, and energy into this program if they weren't really serious about growing their business.
Yeah, so really this program is for women who are serious about taking their business to the next level, getting all the network connections, and really just growing their business in a very holistic way that it changed their whole life, right?
Yeah.
But now, then my other question for you then, and this will make this the final question, is what was the best business result that you saw from being in the mastermind? There's something sort of tangible that happened in your business as a result.
Well, I mean, I think that I got to a point where I had enough like experience, know-how, network, and confidence that I'm now going to open a storefront in Davis Square. So, I mean, really leveling up that business big time, because I was just in people's homes and now I'm going to have my own storefront. And I think I would have gotten there eventually, but probably not in a year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, because you've now been part of the mastermind group for a year.
Yep.
And what made you re-sign? Because we normally run these in 6 months. And so what made you re-sign for that last 6 months, or for the last 6 months?
I liked it. I don't know. I just like kept getting value, and I really liked the resources, and I really liked the little like tangible tips that we got. And as I like used the mastermind group more, I understood better how to use it too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I started writing down like challenges. I started like writing down tips that I thought would be useful for other people. Like I started planning for the sessions, which made them even more valuable. Instead of sitting there being like, I don't know what to talk about, I like knew that I should get ready. And so then the sessions became even more valuable. So continuing on just felt really natural.
Oh yeah, and that's such a great point that you made there, right? Like it definitely is, and I said this yesterday too with Kristen and Nicole, is like the mastermind becomes more powerful the more you use it to your advantage and actually prepare so that you know what to ask when you come to these sessions. And that's why I have those little probing progress sheets, etc., that really helps you with that. And then the final thing that I want the audience to know about you is where can we find your stuff, your services? I'm going to link it in the show notes as well for us. But if we wanted to get a hold of you and get your amazing styling services, where can we go? Where's the shop going to be? And also, where is your website?
Sure. So I'm very proud of this, but if you Google SwaptIt, it should come up.
Yes, it does. I just did, and it does come up. It's like the first thing.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get there, but we did. The website is actually a swappinggoodtime.com. But like I said, you can Google it, and the store is going to be in Davis Square in Somerville. And then you can also just reach out to like if you want to shoot an email or something, you can send an email to style@swappinggoodtime.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time here, Stefanie. And it's really been such an honor to have you as part of the Masterminds. I really enjoy working with you.
Thanks. It's really been wonderful, and I hope everyone that's watching at least considers joining.
Perfect. That's wonderful. All right. Bye, guys. We will see you at the next Mastermind Highlight interview.